Hi, welcome to Spotlight On, the show where Broadway stars, celebrities, and influential people take a step out of their accustomed spotlight to shine it bright on a cause that's near and dear to them. And we introduce you to an amazing organization within that cause. I'm excited to introduce our guest today, Aviva Drescher. You may recognize Aviva from Housewives of New York City and Marriage Boot Camp, but she's here today to talk about an amazing cause that's very near and dear to her, and we're going to talk about a great organization as well. Hi, Aviva, how are you?
Hi, thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for being here. We're really happy to have you. So you have pretty much, talk about the spotlight and the camera. You've spent quite a lot of time in front of the camera, correct?
I have. I've spent a lot of time in front of the camera. You know, when you're filming reality television, it takes hours and hours and hours to get just, 4 minutes of footage. So I have, and it's been a wonderful experience, though. It's been really, it's been so much more than just, the silliness that comes with it and the fame, with people wanting to meet you and take your pictures. It's been wonderful for me because it gave me a voice and it enabled me to help other people. And that's been the best part of it all.
You're here to shine your spotlight on a cause that's near and dear to you.
Yes.
And why do you think that's important?
A lot of people look to celebrities as, the norm. She's wearing her hair this way and he's wearing that suit. And then people tend to copy celebrities because they're on big screens or on TV, and they seem, celebrities don't really seem human even though they are. So they have a voice. As a celebrity, you have a bit of power. And like Spider-Man said, with great power comes great responsibility. And I think it's good to help others.
This is such a great cause that you've pretty much dedicated your life. I mean, you were 6 when you had an accident, correct?
Yes. I was 6 years old and I was sleeping over at a friend's house and I was riding on a conveyor belt which moves the manure out of a barn and my leg slipped in. And I lost my foot when I was 6 years old and I've been wearing a prosthesis ever since then. And I had a revisional amputation at the age of 26 years old, below the knee. And I feel like if there's a higher power or some sort of spiritual life, I really feel like I lost my leg for a reason because of that strong will and that never looking back attitude. I can impart that on new amputees. Every time I walk into a hospital and I meet a new amputee, I feel a tremendous responsibility to impart all this sort of knowledge and strength and experience that I have onto that one person that I'm meeting who is really terrified and doesn't look into the future with a lot of positivity because they don't know how easy it can be to be an amputee and wearing a prosthesis.
Wow, so you said how easy it is. Can you talk about that a little bit? Because I think people don't think of it that way.
For me, wearing a prosthesis is really no different than what it was like for you today to put on those earrings. I work out. I can participate in all sports. I run. I wear any kind of clothing that I want to. I can wear high heels. I can wear flats. I get pedicures. I shower. I do everything that a two-legged person does. I've actually gotten letters from people in hospitals, saying, I was laying in bed, I just had my leg amputated and I had the TV on and I saw you getting into a pool and I knew I was going to be okay. And they're saying, wow, look at what she's doing. I can do that too. And that is why I did the Real Housewives of New York. Because if we had,
That's the sole reason?
That was the reason.
In your work with One Step Ahead Foundation, which is the organization that you've chosen to shine your spotlight on. You've worked with them, you've been very involved with them. Can you talk a little bit about your experience?
We work predominantly with children and we create environments for children who are amputees where they can feel comfortable and safe and not judged. And there are there are trips, there are hikes, there are bicycle rides, all sorts of activities and environments where amputees get together. Of course, this is for children and adults. One of the biggest things that we do is we raise money for those whose insurance companies don't pay for prosthetics. And that's really, that's huge. Recently in New York State, there was a new law passed that only will pay for one prosthesis per lifetime, which is just insane.
Wow.
And I know. And so I try to raise money so that people can afford the legs that they need to have.
You've also worked with a lot of the survivors from the Boston bombing.
Yes.
And you contacted Heather Abbott, I believe.
Yes. I actually didn't think it was my role to get involved, but some of the hospitals actually reached out to me saying
really?
that the Boston Marathon bombing victims wanted to meet me. Some of the women wanted to meet me. And so I flew immediately to Boston, and I went right into the hospitals and met with them. But I have found the survivors to be really strong and really incredible.
Do you have one thing that you say is the first thing that you say to everyone, or does it change?
I tell everybody that they're going to be just fine. They're going to be better than fine. They're going to be great. And I think just, again, it's that visual of, I always wear heels.
You do?
Always.
Conscious decision.
I always wear heels, but I bring my limbs and I bring my sneakers along, and I show, I show the patient, I show them how quickly I can get in and out of my limbs, how quickly I can change my shoes. I show them some of the annoyances that come with it. So I try to look at everything that's sort of reversible, or that sort of, takes a little bit more time, as an annoyance as opposed to a catastrophe. And that's a mental outlook I try to impart on new amputees.
Let's talk about what's next for Aviva Drescher.
Well, I'm definitely working hardcore on this philanthropy business. That's a wonderful benefit to not doing TV right now. Right now, I'm off. I'm off the screen, raising money, working one-on-one with people, going to clinics, helping people in peer groups. That's what I'm focused on right now. I've got a book in the works, another book. Another book. I'm really excited about that.
Well, I have to say that you are an incredible role model, and even if you don't feel like a role model, you are, and your outlook and your positivity and your spirit. I'm really honored to have you. So thank you so much for being here. And of course, Spotlight On is about you getting involved with a cause that you care about. Find a cause that's near and dear to you. See if something really resonates with you and get involved. Take those steps. Take that care, share, and donate options right underneath our video. And as always, we leave you with this question: what cause do you shine your spotlight on? Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time. Bye. We are having some fun with Aviva. We're doing a little freeze dance. Are you ready? You feel good?
Yes, awesome.
So we're calling this Pause for a Cause. You're going to see this with all of our guests this season. Freeze dance, pause for a cause. Let's go.
Let's go.